Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome everyone back to another Black Ops 4 video. Hopefully you're all enjoying your day. In today's video, what we're going to be going over is the new changes that are going to be implemented within the Black Ops 4 beta and changes that they're going to be changing into the final game of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Basically, what has happened is Treyarch has released a statement on Reddit, more or less stating that a lot of people have been playing the beta and they've been getting a lot of information, requests, criticism on a load of stuff, and they're coming here to kind of correct it. As you already know from probably other YouTubers and in the YouTube gaming news in general, Treyarch has produced a few changes, adding new things to the playlist, tweaking some stuff, and buffing a few weapons, I do believe. But this time, they're changing a lot of stuff, not within gunplay, but a lot to do with score streaks and movement and within the maps in general. So starting off, one of the first updates they have done is that they have added kill confirm to the Chaos Team Deathmatch playlist, and it is set to be featured in the featured playlist. Now, some people are kind of mad with this from what I've seen in the Reddit comments, because some of these people are hardcore TDM players who like to play TDM. In my honest opinion, I like TDM and domination, but since they're going to be adding in kill confirmed into this playlist where it's TDM only, some people don't like it because they don't want to play kill confirmed, then TDM, back and forth. They just want to play TDM straightforward in the actual playlist itself. So adding kill confirmed in that playlist is a bit strange, but then again, some people may like it. In my honest opinion, I don't mind it too much, but I can understand why some people are mad. They then fixed several spawn issues that were discovered in domination. This was due to lots of people posting, like, I think pictures and stuff like that on Reddit to them, so that's quite interesting. So they're listening to the community, they're looking at some of the stuff that you guys are posting on Reddit, so that's always a good thing. The next thing they've done is they've added functionality to lock specialist select mid-match in search and destroy to prevent players from dying when switching specialists during a round in progress. So I've always seen a load of these kind of specialist glitches within search and destroy itself. Seems like to me search and destroy is going to be quite buggy this year in terms of glitches and whatnot. So hopefully they can fix some of these issues quite soon. Next, what they've done is they've made numerous stability fixes and performance improvements. Now, they didn't state whether these are load times or FPS increases or whatever, but they kind of do talk about that later on, but they haven't talked about the stability fixes in detail. So interestingly, what they've also stated is that next week we have a lot more in store, including new content and a title update that addresses many larger scale issues, along with additional tuning based on what we're seeing with performance of content. Here is a preview of what to come in the upcoming title updates. So within the new title update, they'll be rolling out at some stage. Well, they said it will happen within the next week, which is a bit interesting. They stated that score streaks are actually underperforming. So finally, they addressed an actual issue that is happening. In my opinion, I feel like these kill streaks don't even feel like kill streaks, to be honest. The whole idea of a kill streak is to kill people, not to damage them in such a way that they don't even die in the first place. If you have a look back in Black Ops 2, those were the best kill streaks. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, those were big kill streaks. They rewarded you for going on such a massive streak. And nowadays, it doesn't really feel that way. It feels like they're kind of catering towards making the gameplay a bit more safe, where kill streaks don't do too much damage. If anything, they definitely have to up the damage. So what they've done is that they are expanding the Hellstorm cluster to lock on radius, increasing the damage per shell of the lightning strike, upping the health of the sentry turret, increasing the strike team's weapon accuracy, improving the strafe run's plane pathing, and increasing the attack chopper's targeting capability. So more or less, they're changing like 3 to 4 kill streaks, which is a good sign. They're putting more health on the turret. They're basically increasing damage on the lightning strike and the Hellstorm missile, which is a good thing, which is what I like to hear, and increasing the attack targeting capabilities of the chopper as well. So overall, they're giving a buff to the score streaks, which is definitely a great thing in my opinion. So props to Treyarch for actually making the score streak a lot better. So within next week as well, within the movement tab, it says, as promised, we've also made some modification to locomotion, namely to reduce the amount of bunny hopping plus sliding combo moves. We realize how important locomotion is to the feel of the game, so this is always a delicate balancing act, and we're taking it slow. Starting with, so what they're going to be doing with the movement is they're going to be reducing the global jump height by 5 units, slowing down very slightly the acceleration on sliding, and jumping multiple times in a row with now scaled down jump height with each subsequent jump. So what they're saying is that when you jump normally, it's going to be 5 units lower. But what they're saying is that if you jump and then jump, and then jump, and then jump. Basically, after each new jump, the jump is actually going to be reduced slower. So this may have something to do with combating the fast movement speed to get to certain areas, because as you know, when pro players play this game, they try and get every single jump to get to places faster, and I can kind of see this being maybe a little bit of an issue. And it can also help with out of map glitches, them kind of patching it up. This kind of works the same way. So overall, it's going to be kind of interesting to see how well this will be implemented. It'd be probably kind of annoying to move over to the new movement system after we've been used to it for a few days already, but nonetheless, hopefully it's going to be quite good anyway. Moving over to the next thing that's going to be changed within the next week is new maps and modes. Basically what they've stated is a pass and performance optimizers have been made across all maps in the beta for improved frame rate, made a pass at global spawn improvements in various maps and modes, updated hardpoint location and rotation on Seaside. And they did say at the start of this whole beta update post on Reddit that there is going to be some new content coming to the game. So what they mean by new content is possibly new maps or modes. Now, they've only stated under the maps and modes section that basically there's really only been performance upgrades to some of the maps, whether it be frame rates or to do with the FPS. But what I do think is going to happen is I think they're just hinting towards a new mode coming out, which is quite obvious. But what that mode could be is, if you remember, maybe 2 or 3 days ago, a lot of people were having glitches when they were actually in a Black Ops 4 map. And as you can see on the screen, it says the word uplink, and it says to escort your team's bowl over to that area. As you know, this is a glitch, and basically why this glitch is showing, I don't know, but the fact that there's uplink in the beta, even though it's not meant to be in the beta, it's just a glitch that it's showing, is telling us that uplink is in the beta game files already, which means that the new mode they could be releasing is possibly going to be uplink. Now, uplink is obviously a very competitive game mode, so seeing how it's going to work without boosters this time, which will be similar to World War II style, is going to be very interesting. And to be honest, out of all game modes, this one will be pretty good as well. I think they did also hint, not in this statement, but somewhere else, that we're going to be seeing something brand new. So maybe uplink and something else, I'm not too sure. So moving over to the last thing they talk about is the body armor. They stated that it's a hot topic. They're going to be addressing it separately with a dedicated thread. They didn't want to leave it alone until more content is unlocked and until they've had time to crunch the data from all content in the game. And they stated that for now, they're just making some earlier tweaks and it's going to be discussed in a further dedicated thread. So far, nothing has been done with the body armor. I see so many videos on Reddit posted every single day talking about how broken, how bad, and how overpowered the body armor is. And guess what? I have to agree, it is very annoying, and it seems to me they're going to be creating a dedicated thread to it, and hopefully it's going to be pretty long, because I have a feeling, knowing Treyarch, body armor is definitely going to stay in the game. There's no way they're removing it because they already have it in the game. It's already coded. It'll probably just be a waste of time for them just to get rid of it altogether. But I think they'll keep it, but they'll probably nerf it quite a bit, that it's going to dissuade people from actually using it in the first place. But nonetheless, guys, hopefully you did enjoy today's video. Let me know what you think about all of these changes. I mean, they're upgrading the score streaks, changing the movement up a little bit, and overall, they're going to be probably releasing a brand new mode that we've maybe never seen before, or it could just be that uplink little glitch thing I showed you before. Nonetheless, hopefully you did enjoy today's video, and I'll catch you all later. Globe out.
Don't fly around my signal. Don't fly around my signal. Don't fly around my signal. I'll rearrange your dinner. Could be my house, you act the